Okay, so I'm on a timer then. No, I think I missed the initial sign up because I missed the initial. I've had a lot going on. Is the only thing, which isn't a pity request. It's more of just an explanation as to why I miss half the pings I see now. But yes, I will do slotting requests in the future.
Yeah, like no big. Just I guess how do I word it? So we have the Congo stuff going, and then I have my general like slotting stuff too. So it's like it's a lot of stuff for me to manage. So I like to just keep it all to its places. That way, when I have that one in a month weird DM going like, "Hey, why didn't XYZ happen because of XYZ?" I have the paper trail to go. Okay, you're just being silly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I realized like earlier before because I was just playing Minecraft and then I realized there was an op going on. I was like, oh, that looks cool.
Fair enough.
And I think it was mainly because I mean, I think I've told you about the surgery I've got.
You have surgery?
Have I not told you about the surgery?
No.
Like a full-on, I go to sleep night.
They're
surgery.
taking your penis?
No, they're taking my eye out of its socket.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not losing it, hopefully. I could end up losing it if the surgery goes bad. It is a surgery to... So I've got wonky eye. Really bad wonky eye.
Okay.
And they put... are you live?
Yes.
Okay, here's a fun little thing I've had going on for the past like 3 years of my life. I have really bad eyesight. And 2 years ago, I got an operation done where they injected Botox into the muscle behind my eye. What this does is it weakens the pull of the eye muscle for the inside, meaning that over time, as the Botox weakens, my eye strengthens, meaning I have more control and the wonkiness fades. First time around it worked, then it started to fade. Second time around, catastrophically wrong.
I see.
The Botox slipped out of the muscle, so it leaked out, and it went to the top of my eye. Went to the top of my eye and made it so I looked in about 3 different directions.
Oh shit, okay.
So my right eye looks forward, yeah?
Yeah.
My left eye looked up.
I see.
I used to have a joke I told, but I can't actually remember it.
I see.
It was a very funny
So
joke.
this is why you have a skill issue with the SVD, because you're a crack. You're side-eyed.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, there you go. That's my explanation.
Okay.
But anyway, the surgery is to hopefully fix that. It's called strabismus surgery.
Okay.
Where they pop the eye out of the socket, shave the muscle down behind it, put the eye back in, hope everything went well. And here's the fun fact. If it doesn't go well and they do too much, the muscle doesn't regrow and I lose the eye.
Fascinating.
I have not been able to look at my left eye for a year.
Okay.
Anyway,
let's get to FNF now.
Yeah, that's my life.
All right. Anyway, for Blue 4, they're going to be, I think it's Op 4 actually defending. It's just they both say the same thing. So Op 4 is defending their ground commander. They also have a sector defend and a cache defend. Blue 4 is going to be trying to capture that sector, destroy that cache, and eliminate that commander. And in all seriousness, Dream, I hope it goes well. It would suck to make you, well, I mean, you get to be Solid Snake if it fails, right?
Colonel.
You have the voice down.
Yeah, and then you can't make fun of me because then you've been making fun of a disabled person.
I'm disabled, bro.
God damn it.
Yeah, anyway.
Also, quick one, what map is this?
Denoland.
Denoland, thank you.
Anyway. Render distance is 1,200 meters. Fortify points for the defenders is 100. Fortify color is going to be green, and we have our standard 65-minute round. Do not fortify on roofs. HVT must stay in the town of Saklovak. HVT may not enter vehicles because Op4 has a single Gaz T-Gear and could just drive around the map. Otherwise, no changes on performance tweaks. OCAP is on. Blue 4 are Austrian Army kits, so they got Strayer AUG 3s. Scar H's for their marksmen, Mini-Me's for their auto riflemen, AT4s for the light anti-tank, and MG3s for their medium machine guns, and they've got 6 transport trucks. Op4, meanwhile, are going to be Chechen forces, so AK-74s with GP25s, SVDs for those of them that have both of their eyes working, RPG-7s for their light anti-tank, PKP gunners for their medium machine guns, and RPKs for their light machine guns. And then they got a single Gaz T-Gear with CSAT Iranian at camo print. Otherwise, looking at our player base here, we got Nemesis leading on Blue 4 with Cats as the 2IC, Whiplash leading Alpha with Cullis, Nekomata, Iander, Yanni Finn, Perton, Puma, Band, Malin, Atomic, Wise, and Spiegel. Kaiser, leading Bravo with Spotty, Kriyu, Gek, and Dofroy. Also, Overdrive just joined them. Ash leading Charlie with Tackleberry, Major Con, Fancy Banks, Green Thumb, Kabubi, and Eric. And Sancho... It's not the leader. It's not Japan leading Delta with Sancho, Bursty, Ghost, T, and Fawns. Op4 being commanded by Batty with Krem as the 2IC, Korvac as the group's medic, and Vagrant as a 3IC. Alpha has Omri leading Colin, Balloon Knot, Vince, and Tomer. Bravo being led by Norris with Emil, France, Mars, Stick Gates, Inara, Murray, and Kukra. Delta has Wiki Courts leading Pogrom, Harrington, Rambo Bambo, Rocky 19, Grushovsky. Echo being led by NASA with Horno, Grav, Cuboid, Cheeseburger, Depso, Tymic, and Kyle. Looks like NASA does not have his elite NASA army from OFCRA following him. That is a shame. Otherwise, number-wise, I definitely see that number advantage in play here. If we scroll to the top, we see how far the Op4 roster extends compared to Blue 4. Blue 4 definitely have that heavy number advantage here. But otherwise, looking at the objective sectors here, we have the corner of the town, that southeastern one. We got a little hill overwatching, but it looks like the main area here is this giant metal shed. Destroy objectives on the northern part of a search zone here, tucked away in a little building there. Pretty tough to defend this AO, not really much there to build with unless they actually fortify. And then we have a yellow zone, which is where Op4 spawn is, and that is all the way over here. I'm a little confused by this AO because we also have a second red zone all the way in the eastern side of a military base with a giant cliff on it, but I don't know why this is in play, so... Maybe they originally had objectives there too, but then they decided to shorten the AO because of the player count, which I agree with that call, but otherwise, I don't know. Dream, you have any thoughts?
Sorry, I was showing my whack-ass setup of my glasses for a while there, and I was failing horrifically.
That's okay, buddy. I'm halfway through the Chardonnay bottle. I have decided to day drink today, and everything's A-okay. By the way, Kremet is the VIP they have to kill, so...
Oh, epic. My thoughts, guns are going to shoot, and shoot will guns.
Wow, that is some top-tier analysis. Here, let me actually tell him that. Dream, that was some top-tier analysis. When are you getting this surgery, by the way?
So today, literally earlier today, I went for my pre-op, which is just to get my weight and my blood pressure and to make sure I get the right amount.
Okay.
I've not got an official date yet, but it will come within the following days, and I will update everyone accordingly.
Anyway, completely unrelated, I am posting a job application on LinkedIn. I need a new FNF co-caster.
Wait,
they are going to need to be able to do things like be very good with the SVD. They need to have someone with a girlfriend that her name rhymes with Bali. And...
Liru.
I'm trying to think what else.
Liru.
Liru. Have a name that's suspiciously close to a Minecraft YouTubers that also unironically runs Minecraft servers while they're playing Arma 3 and then they complain about their frames in Arma 3. Also that they're starting to do Zeusing on their own, and they're willing to do bets with me that, you know, mean I have to maybe be nice to them for the rest of the month. Anyway, I'm taking all applicants in Discord DMs.
Liru.
You just gotta message me, and you know, I'll go through your application like everybody else's. Again, this is for like probably like 2, maybe 3 weeks from now. What Dream?
Liru?
When's your surgery again?
I don't know yet.
Okay, so we don't know yet, so it's a tentative position. But I just need, like, I'm just taking applications now, okay?
Everyone in my community has realised what he brought up here and how even he knows Liru's chat might not know. Let's just say one of the recent developments, one of the things in the job description doesn't really apply anymore.
Do you want to say it? I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm day drinking, but I know what it is, and I apologize.
No, it's fine, because she's in the chat right now, and she immediately also put, oh no, to everyone. Me and Molly split up. It was all fine. There was no bad blood. We didn't try and kill each other. I just couldn't handle that she was better at armor than me.
I was about to say that as a joke, but you actually admitted it.
Well,
Dream,
that's the first joke she made.
That takes a lot to admit something like that. I actually respect you right now. I haven't respected you in a while, but I finally do again.
Wasn't it the whole point that you meant to be nice to me? Also, that wasn't a bet.
Also, I'm just saying the truth, buddy. It's okay.
I didn't make a bet for you to be nice to me. You asked me to come to Stillwater.
Yes.
And then you'd be nice to me.
Yes, because I wanted you to enjoy what that pay for pain offered.
I didn't. I was so tired.
Hey, did you get lightning struck though?
No, actually, I did not get lightning struck.
Yeah, I did. It sucked.
It was. I heard. No, actually, it was towards the end when I broke off from the rest of you.
Yeah.
And because at the end when we all got respawned for the fun run, I escaped from the group and I wanted to go back to my bus, which immediately got exploded.
The funniest thing, in my opinion, though, was a new guy to the unit, never played an op before, went in that pay for pain, and he got lightning struck twice. And I was just laughing my ass off.
Yeah, that was insane. That poor guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just to say, that wasn't a joke, man. The split was real. And you know what? Yeah, so was the reasoning. I couldn't handle it anymore. She kept making fun of me about it.
So I should give Bloodwing. Oh no, I should give Molly Bloodwing's number.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Molly, DM me. Let's see. What else? If you need something to alleviate the pain, what are you doing on Mondays, buddy?
Nothing, Liru.
Would you like to come and play as an innie and fight the Covenant?
Liru, I was there.
I know. Would you like to come back?
Yeah. Why would I? Why is this a specific thing?
Predictions up.
Why?
No particular reason.
What's changed since I already came to the operation?
Lag spike. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. It's gonna continue to be just an easy turkey shoot, you know?
Of course. I'm so ready.
Yeah.
And I'll be able to use my AA tank to do AA things for a really long time.
Oh yeah, I can always. Well, I can't buy more yet, but I'll soon be able to buy more.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's really exciting. That is truly exciting. I will be there on Monday, Liru, as long as the surgery. You know what? Even if the surgery happens on the Monday, I will be on.
That's great. Anyway, chat, I'm linking you this like document here. That was a fat finger on my end. You totally shouldn't click on it.
Can I see it?
What? See what?
The document you're talking about.
What the? Oh, no, it's nothing. It's nothing. It doesn't have to do anything with anything, Dream. It's just,
okay.
I accidentally fat fingered it in chat.
Of course. Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah. I will be on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there bright and early, ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
To win for the independent faction. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, and then apparently Mac Marina is going to be commanding again in Pog. I'm actually very, unironically, very excited for that.
Yeah, I need you to reply to me. after the thing you asked me.
Yeah, that you need to speak in a Russian accent because you may or may not have gotten grabbed by people in the final op, you know?
Okay, all right. Well, the initial plan was I was going to be in the jet, but you need to tell me if that needs to change.
Wait, which jet?
Because Mac is dropping from jet to go command.
Yeah, you're going to be the jet pilot now.
Yeah.
Which means if you ever get shot down, don't respawn. I'll take care of it.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You still want me to talk in a Russian accent?
Yes, please.
Okay, of course. Yes, I will speak in a Russian accent on Thursday.
Thank you.
So wow, what a packed week! I have a life-altering surgery, possibly this week or next week. We don't know yet. I get to have a nice, fun session of anti-Stasi with no comeuppances or anything like that. And then I get to do normal things in POG, where I will definitely not get shot down. But if I do get shot down, which would be so unfortunate, I will not immediately respawn.
Yeah, that sounds great, buddy. Well, anyway, ooh, hold on, I got a few Discord notifications. Let me take a look. Oh, wow. Wow, these are some pretty strong applicants. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, you know, it's...
If they're coming from your community, none of them know how to use an SVD. I've seen them shoot. It's not impressive.
Okay. All right. Yep. No, words of wisdom from Dream. I'm just gonna keep day drinking.
Dream, you haven't seen me play armor? I don't want to.
Damn. You know, you should prove him wrong. You should show up to a Monday, you know, and you should really show him.
Of course.
Big man talking smack. Time to hit him with a Mac. Damn. Why would you hit him with Mac Marine? You know, Mac doesn't stand for anything else, you know, especially related to Halo.
Was Mac there on last Monday?
Huh?
Was Mac in Anti-Stasi last Monday?
Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah.
But don't worry, no one's gonna hit you with Mac Marine.
Oh, yeah, he was. No, that's fine. If Mac Marine's gonna hit, if anyone's gonna hit me with Mac Marine, it's gonna be Mac Marine himself.
Okay. All right, round has started. Blue 4 is separating off into 3 different groups, a main group heading south, and then 2 side groups that looks like they're going to merge together anyway to stay on the north. Stop cosplaying a dragon and hoarding your points
I
like
will
gold.
be starting my pirate era.
Yes, excellent.
Because I will be wearing a eye patch.
Now, are you going to be like Blackbeard Pirate or Patchy the Pirate from SpongeBob? Actually, I already know the answer to that question. Never mind.
Patchy sounds funnier.
Alright, so the northern group is literally just Alpha and then Nemesis in a truck. And then Op 4 Alpha is heading up on foot. What was the point of the military base back here? That's what
Oh, for fuck's sakes, they're splitting again. God damn it, it happens every single time.
Oh, what, the attackers? Yes, I already called that.
No, the defenders. They're fucking running out of their defensive zones.
Oh. Yeah, that's...
Hey, look, it's
that's unfortunate.
We've got our press guy down here.
Like, guys, I really want to play around as a press guy and just, you know, day drink and BF&F, yeah.
We could probably convince him to let us do it.
Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Is Marlon playing? Marlon loves me, so he'll let us do it.
Silly. Malden is a map, like Malden 2035 Dream. God, we've been over this.
Marlon.
Yeah, no, you're even pronouncing it wrong. It's Malden.
Marlon. The man.
Maybe that surgery can work on your brain, too.
Well, I'll tell them to just dip the knife in real quick. I will possibly be getting a picture of my eye hanging out of my head. Do you want that?
I don't. Personally, no.
Why has everyone told me no?
I wonder why. You know, life's greatest mysteries right there.
I know. It's insane. Oh, by the way, during Pog 11, when you put that rat flipping me off, I did see it straight away. I was just trying to say, like, no to it with the helicopter.
Yeah, so that image was in there because in the previous op, Mac killed the base commander on accident with an airstrike. And what's even funnier is the new base people went to, Mac also blew the base up and killed the other base commander with that one. So I just put the image over there too, and I'm like, this is great.
He told to stop doing that. He keeps doing it.
Well, he's going to be ground command now, so it's not like, unless he orders you to do it.
Well, if he orders me to do it, there's nothing I can do about it, isn't there?
Yeah. Also, they got a bunch of upgrades that require me to update the dock with a lot of paperwork. I'm kind of pissed about that, but oh well.
47 captures. Please bring back pay for pain.
Yeah, so what's going to be funny is I'm going to literally extend the entire map. Now, Dream, you want to hear something funny about that document? I don't have an intel method for Op4, so when they get added to the map, Op4 just automatically knows where they are. So, you know, it's going to create more of a buffer zone for you guys, technically. But I'm just going to claim no, you're the spy, right? Because you're going to be the one speaking in the Op4 accent, you know?
So, with this whole spy thing, do you want me to actually be a spy?
No, well, actually that'd be pretty cool, but I have no idea how we would do that in the document.
I would have to swap into an infantry role.
Yes. Well, no, but we need you on the jet right now, so it's okay.
Yeah. Maybe when we swap over.
Real quick, Nemesis is doing recon, but he's about to be pushed by a 5-man team for Op4 Alpha. Blue 4 are executing a pincer movement on the objectives, bypassing a big chunk of Op4's infantry because Op4 decided to push all their forces out from a majority of the objectives.
They're going to sector cap first. Or, sorry, destroy first.
If they're smart, they won't destroy it. They'll just put a charge on it and then leave the demo guy close. And then as they're attacking the sector in the yellow zone, they'll then cap it because otherwise they tip their hand too early. This
you know what you could do? You could like put it in secretly in the document that you get you get paid, I become a spy.
Nemesis now leaving this zone. The activation of that engine is going to tip off Op4 here, but I think he'll be able to get away.
Ooh, Toma might go.
Yeah, so Omri hears it, but he instead runs away. But you're right, Tomer is close by, but he is not in a position to actually hit the vehicle.
Everything here is to follow him, see where he goes.
You know, I'm going to be honest, in Tomer's spot, I probably would have tried to charge the vehicle and just unloaded my machine gun in it, not realizing it was empty. But, you know, it's a transport, so I'm gonna empty into it because, you know, if it's full, that means I'm getting some free kills.
True, but if you could sacrifice a few kills to know their exact plan.
Well, I mean, as a defense unit, though, I shouldn't be focusing on the exact plan. I should be focusing on getting my opponent in open fields and murdering them. Like, that's...
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you find out what field they're about to pass through, then you can put more guns on that field. Whereas just your gun.
I guess that makes... I can kind of see where you're going from that, but I feel like...
You mean? Getting kills is like really important to a defensive structure because taking out attackers is important.
So here's the deal. I would agree with you if this was like OFCRA numbers where we were in triple digits, but since we're in doubles, I think the kills are more important. The kill, like getting kills early, I think is a much better
RPG
thing to do.
What? What? They just shot a random building with an RPG.
Yeah. Maybe they're ranging? Or maybe they thought they... This is in the middle of nowhere, though.
Well done, guys. That building. Well done. You took it out. Actually, they didn't even take it out. It's still fine.
You know, Massimilian brings up a good point. Sorry if I mispronounced. So at counterpoint, if it's a full transport and you don't kill them all and they unload right in front of me, then I have to fight a full transport. At that point, if I have an RPK, though, I'm at least killing 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, with grenades, too. Especially if they dismount in grenade range, I'm killing at least half of them.
The other good thing about I will admit, the other good thing about that is everyone else hears the gunshots, and it completely breaks Blue 4's, like, advanced line.
Yeah. So, like I said, in a large-scale fight like OFCRA or some of the Russian communities we cover, where we get into the the hundreds, 200s, even 300s, that won't really matter. I mean, we've seen plenty of times in OFCRA where an entire like 2 squads worth of people get annihilated, but it doesn't change the outcome. But in FNF, where we're only dealing with like 40, 50, 60 players, and that's divided in half per side, that amount of kills will change the game. So it just depends on what community we're fighting in, but in Tomer's shoes, he had an RPK, 45-round magazine, had a few grenades. If that truck dismounted and was full and, they started dismounting, 90% of them are going to dismount off the back. So just 2 well-placed grenades that you spawn with, and then just opening up with the RPK, 45 rounds, I'm at least killing 3 of them.
Why have they
If
popped
the
a
grenades
smoke
land
now?
well, then I'm at least killing over half of them.
They've popped a smoke now on top of the hill. I mean, I think it's
No,
just
they're
how they're
They're baiting. They're baiting. That's why.
For what reason?
Look, because their one squad in the south has 3 squads. This is a master baiting strategy. Yeah, but the noise is what's bringing it up, and they're putting a smoke over there. They're trying to do small things, even if the smoke is ineffective. But this is just a baiting strategy.
Yeah,
again, Nemesis, I would say.
Master baiting strategies.
Yeah, I agree. Nemesis is definitely the master at baiting strategies. Mind games, especially.
He's had a good few strokes in his career.
Definitely. So, I mean, you see that the other Blue 4 element here is literally right on top of the other objectives. Op 4 is still heavily spaced around. They notice that no one's at the destroy objectives, so they're just going to bypass that and then hit the other objectives and then pull south to immediately deal with it.
Will we actually see a organized attack here from both squads without them all going in one by one?
Quite possibly, because we already see that the squads over there are repositioning. And I think the other squads have reported that there's like nothing in between them and the other position, so they're just going to go for it, which is why they pulled the other group in. Now, we are hearing Hunt IR rounds getting launched in the air, trying to look into the sky to see where they come out.
Debso may have... No, I don't think Debso did spawn, but Debso was looking in the direction of the...
Hold on. Op 4 knows that Blue 4 is over there because I just saw a GL path round try to hit up to where Blue 4 was on the southeastern side. Another round going up. That one might be a Hunt IR, though. That or he completely misaimed. No, he's still firing him.
What was that? That was a bullet.
Yeah, no, those are multiple GL rounds that they're firing forward, but they're completely under range. But they know that Blue 4's over here.
So that's such a silly idea. There we go.
Banks gets hit and knocked out with a sniper round. Just saw some bullets going up. Oh, okay, so there's the Hunt IRs getting shot.
Pogrom.
That might have been Blue 4, though.
Well, they have the AK-12s, Pogrom, from that distance. That's kind of crazy.
That is pretty good, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a 565-meter shot without the incline.
So I'm assuming now we're going to get slightly into Overwatch fallacy, but at the same time with these numbers, I don't think it'll matter. Blue 4 is going to put everything on this ridge and then have Alpha come in with command to actually get that final objective there. Again, bypassing a big chunk of Op 4's defensive line because they thought that their attacker was going to attack from the front towards the west.
Well, again, we have another sort of thing here. We do have this Alpha squad who is going sort of wrapping around the rear or the path that Blue 4 made. If they were to cut down the hill right now, I think they would have a good chance to cut Alpha off and distract them during the mid-attack.
Here's another thing, though. Look at where Op 4 Alpha is. They're still tracking down based off of where that truck went, but they've already completely outmaneuvered that group and are already assaulting. So
yeah, they probably didn't realize.
Never underestimate how quickly your opponent can move with a truck when they have a good commander that will immediately pull them into the fight, because otherwise it's over, Like they're going to be out of play for like the rest of this game. Also, there was some sort of explosion up on the hill. There's 3 dead for Blue 4. Kabubi, Spotty, and Head are all dead, and there's a crater right next to him. That might have been a pike round, actually.
It must have been. Let's check.
Based off of the small explosion there with the 3 dead, that had to have been a pike. Even with that, I still think Blue 4 is going to win this one. Too much Op 4 is out of position. if Blue 4 can literally send a force down to get the sector, and then the Alpha Strike team can find the VIP and kill him, all they need is one Blue 4 guy to run over to the destroy objective, and then they've won.
Cheeseburger has 3 kills with that GL. I can only imagine, Depso's got the laser des. So what a pike.
So they literally piked from the western hill and landed that shot right on top of him. That's pretty brilliant, not gonna lie.
That's a really effective pike. I haven't seen one be that effective so far.
I've seen them get 1 or 2 kills here and there, but a triple, I mean, that's pretty good. So we have this twin assault going on now. If Op4 on the northern side can push off Alpha, I think they'll be okay. But Blue 4 Alpha spots Op4 Alpha on the ridge and starts engaging.
This is a good idea. Just leave the machine gunner. Literally, all Whip has to do is just shoot at them as they come down and report how far they've made it.
Yep.
You don't need anyone else. Maybe the marksman, which I think might be Cullis. Yeah, Cullis has got the scar. Literally just Cullis and Whip, who doesn't even have a machine gun.
Oop! Another Blue 4 guy just died to a pike. That was on Alpha. Yep.
Was that a pike?
It might have just been a standard round, but it sounded like it went directly to target instead of tracking over. Like, I heard the thunk, and then immediately he went down.
Wasn't a pike, unless someone else is using him.
Fair.
Pogrom got killed. He does have a GL, but I'm not seeing anyone in his squad who's actively using... Yeah, and Harrington's all the way over here, who would have been the guy with the laser des.
Alright, then Pogrom just perfectly put that in.
Yeah, but look at Harrington here.
He just got another one.
Pogrom again.
Yeah, and you're right, they're not pikes. He's just firing random VOG rounds over.
Yeah, look at Harrington, just to the northeast of the main Op4 force. Look at this Bravo force as well, moving around. You're gonna have to hope Nemesis actually isn't paying attention to his front, meaning
sector being captured, by the way.
Let's see if they got any rigs on the destroy objective.
If Op4 can counter the northern push, I think they're going to be good here, because by then their line will re-solidify. Echo and Foxtrot will be able to hold any Blue 4 assault from the south.
And here comes shots. Harrington managed to make his way in, but doesn't matter if I think Harrington's actually getting friendly fired right now.
That's unfortunate.
He realised Harrington's having to heal, doesn't realise Marlon is right next to him as Marlon spots France, and what a shot by Marlon. Harrington's going to hear these shots now. Harrington's got a choice here. He can move in and try to take out Marlon, or he can hold this crossfire as this force tries to make their way across.
He is an explosive specialist, so he can always throw whatever he's got.
He won't. Satchels won't be able to do anything from here. If he's got charges, he may be able to get them just across the road.
Yeah.
Or he could go for a cheeky throw in the actual thing. But is he going to get spotted by Dobbs here? No.
Hearing the truck drive over, you gotta also not discount Norris on that side.
Oh, Harrington fires. Harrington actually gets atomic.
He
there.
did get, yep.
For me, they spot Harrington though, so Harrington's now in trouble getting GL.
GL's going around his position.
Another GL, yeah, those are going to start hitting him. And Marlon is going to learn that. There you go, Dobbs has gone up to the window to maybe spot something as Harrington starts making his way in, but Marlon is
not covering.
But Harrington doesn't check his corners.
And he runs right into Malin. And Malin finishes him. That is why you got to check. Sector almost... Wait, no, Blue 4 lost their number advantage in the sector. And that sector's being retaken.
Spiegel just went down. I don't know if he was double tapped. Hasn't been double tapped yet. I think they might try and drag him back, but they're getting naded right now. Norris actually takes return fire because he's got a flare directly on his position.
I think balance of power just shifted back to Op4. They've got a really solid defensive line here. They actually pushed Blue 4 off of the sector, and the rest of Blue 4 aren't committing to it.
This Redfall Bravo force could be really effective here if they start actually getting their shots on. Norris decides to flare. Norris is
one tap by Depso,
sabotaging him like horrifically right now. He's still laying on his flare, which is giving him away completely, as he goes down for the second time.
I kind of see what he was doing. If you put a flare on you and then you hide in the flare, people usually won't see you in the flare, but they'll just see the flare and go, oh, enemy, and then just GL it.
Yeah, the issue is he was hiding in a bush, and with the flare, I imagine the light was clipping, so you just see him within the bush. As he does wake back up and goes back to heal.
Most of the southern attack has died, by the way. It's just down to about a third of its force here because they all wouldn't develop in the zone. Op Force, Foxtrot, and Echo moved to the edge and just started machine gunning them as they moved through.
One of the blue 4 guys just, one of the blue 4 guys just blew up next to Spiegel. Yeah, no, they did not make their attacks close enough or at the same time. I think losing those 3 guys completely broke their, like, focus.
Yeah.
I think it scared them into running away to not get like, maybe kickstart the attack too soon. Marlon starts firing out at Murray as he tries to make a cross. Norris might be able to get a pick here. Has the GL? Has the GL. So I'm surprised Norris isn't popping a GL into there, but maybe he's out because he was firing.
Did Norris wake back up because he got knocked earlier? He was the one firing, shit on himself, so,
That's what I'm saying. I imagine he must have run out.
Dobbs is suppressing his position, though. Or at least trying to. RPG goes by. Multiple dead blue 4. Freshly ragdolling body. That's another dead blue 4 member.
That's a really nice smoke, though. Wow, this entire... this blue 4 force has been completely cut down as well. Eagle went down, Wise went down just across, Atomic went down a while ago, Bay was caught outside, Puma obviously hit by that GL pretty early on, Yanni was caught back here, and Yanda was the furthest forward.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what Blue 4 could have done differently here. The plan was solid, Op 4 was out of position, and then when everything fell through, Op 4 just immediately reinforced. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, I think Op 4's defensive structure here was great. I do agree that they did split pretty terribly. Started off badly, but I think that Alpha team coming down from the hill actually helped them, even though they got spotted, because it managed to draw fire away.
Yeah.
From the main force, and like we said, we see a million times, too many people got distracted with the Alpha force on top of the hill, plus with those pikes, and then Echo moving back in and taking the fight to Blue 4.
I think what also happened was way too much of the southern defensive line. No one was already moving on the sector. So what ended up happening was, because they were already under contact and then they started moving, they could have taken the sector if they were literally like 10 seconds quicker. But, I mean, as Alpha was starting to make their assault on the northern side, that entire 2/3, 3/4 of the remaining Blue 4 element just didn't move with them. They waited a bit too long.
Enner is sneaking up, manages to get round, but a nade goes out.
Too far.
Way too far. They've got a crossfire here, Marlon needs to peek. Marlon?
He ran out of ammo. There is something to be said about the fire rate of the AK versus the fire rate of the Stray or AUG 3. The AK's fire rate is superior in that CQC situation. So that could have also weighed in a factor. Especially since...
Oh, Gates just chucked a charge. I don't think that'll be close enough to do any significant damage. Nope. I also don't think these have destroy texture. So
Barnes have a destroy texture, yes, but if he throws it in there, then it's fine.
Yeah, that's the issue. He's got to come up with it, which I think he's going to try to go for. Yeah, charge goes in. They have no choice but to hide and hope.
Wah wah.
Yep. Down they go.
Blue 4 down to 4.
Damn. Yeah, this Red 4 came together and lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. Cheeseburger got 6 kills.
That is crazy, the skull disparity here, actually.
Yeah. That's insane. What is this? How many did Blue 4 have? Oh, let me count real quick.
I mean, at that point, I'm going to put more of the blame on the fire rate difference. Because normally there is more even trading, at least side to side, but damn, you know?
So, Blue had a total of 34, and how many are alive right now?
2 blue 4 now.
2, and that 2 compared to the deaths that Reds will have, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a 32 to 7.
Jesus.
Is this the org with the integrated sights? I don't think it is it? No, it's not.
I've seen 2 op, 4. Cheeseburger was 6. The other 2 had 4. Yeah. Zixme on 5. I mean, that makes sense. The players that are on the southern side got the most kills because that was where the majority of blue 4 was, but well, damn.
My Chetic got 4 and cleared out the rest of this northern attack. This Perry is one of the last searching a corpse right now. He's on 2. Marchetic might spot him. No, Marchetic's going for healing.
All right, Major Khan on the other side. He was taking fire, but he ran into the trees. Wombat's looking for him.
Oh, nade hits Perry.
It was very short, though, so that's good. We'll see if another shot comes out.
Comes Omri.
A little bit of red on red now. That's Pogrom firing at Cheeseburger. Wombat trying to throw a grenade up to Major Khan's position as he runs.
And Vince back to Perry. Major Con's running.
Ah, Burton got found, yep.
Major Con does not want the smoke.
Alright, I'm gonna do it. Can Major Khan channel his inner Rodrigo and use his mini-me to win the match? Find out.
Colonel, the clap of Major Khan's ass cheek keeps alerting the Op 4.
Bro's being hunted by at least 8 dudes in front of him.
Shot that, Anders just come to my chat. Shot that AT4 into a random house 20-ish minutes ago because Whip gave me the range, 760 meters. I told him that ain't happening on an AT4 and he no-balls me. So they wasted their AT4 because they wanted to see...
Because someone told Iander no balls, and he still hit it with an AT4.
And he hit it. So there you go. Iander, no balls, kill everyone in Scandi Recon next round.
No, you have to say with AT, though.
With AT. It has to be with AT. People will go. Gets one.
He got legged, though.
Gets naded. Oh, no, there it is. Jesus.
He got 2?
And he swaps to the pistol. It's Noble 6. Oh,
and
well,
Q-Boyd stabs him in the head.
It was Noble 6.
Mm. All right. Yeah, overall that went just as well as I thought it would.
Liru?
Yeah.
It's really weird. Someone's just sent me a link to a document.
Huh?
From my Discord.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It might be a suspicious link. I probably shouldn't click it, right?
Probably not.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't click the suspicious
You know,
link.
actually, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna raid you, and I'm gonna let you carry out FNF. Right? I'm gonna go have a nap.
Oh,
Yeah, totally. Yeah, all right. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
watching. Go operate operationally. Tell Dream not to click on suspicious links. Otherwise, cheers, guys, and have a good one.